So guys, today we are going to be talking about perfumes for the fall season, the best one in my personal opinion when it comes to the variety of different fragrances. And on today's list I have some OG favorites and also brand new perfumes in my collection that I'm super excited to be wearing this fall season. And in case you need some inspiration, make sure to keep watching this video and check out the description box down below. You'll find more information. I would really appreciate if you could give it a huge thumbs up, as well as feel free to subscribe, and once you're done with that, we can get started. So hello and welcome everyone to today's early fall perfume list. That's general number 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Definitely activate the bell so you won't miss any notifications, and feel free to leave me a couple of requests down below in the commentary section. But I would really love to know which perfumes are you digging out for this fall season. Every year I reach out for my lipstick fever by Juliette Hazegan, and it's not an exception in 2024 just because I find that this is a spectacular fall perfume, especially when it's chilly outside. Oh my god, I just need to wear it because it balances out so many different delicious elements. So first of all, we have beautiful raspberry in here, and it is a little bit acidic mixed with quite powdery and lipsticky violet. It goes together really well, but there is also some iris in there, so depth coming from this note is so attractive. I just love this note very much, and yes, it makes you feel like you're wearing a beautiful and expensive lipstick. So it's powdery, there is some patchouli in there and woodsy tones. It's atmospheric and it smells mature, it smells elegant, it brings me compliments, and I find it's great for the fall season when the leaves turn red. It's beautiful, and yeah, it's my OG favorite, and it has stand the proof of time. And if you want to check it out, and maybe you like lipsticky perfumes, and by the way, I promise you that my top list of boudoir style fragrances is going to be up this year. I'm still working on it, so yeah, I need your patience for that, but you can get it from So Avant-Garde webshop with my discount, just in case you like such fragrances. More information is going to be down below, make sure to check it out. But talking about such beautiful, very delicious fragrances, I have another one on today's list, but it is more for special occasions. If I need to go to, a party, birthday or something else, I'll be probably wearing Upper Tan for Her from Le Bon. This is a fragrance that I don't wear that often, but I always get compliments from my boyfriend for it. So this is just a very, very niche, truly elegant, extremely luxurious experience in a bottle that opens pretty juicy because we have a note of grapes in there mixed with raspberry that is a bit sweeter and more like berry than in the previous perfume, in which we had more of its acidic sour part, but we have spices in here, balsamic tones, woods and chocolate. Dark chocolate with rose. It's a very romantic experience with a hint of incense. It's very multidimensional and so long-lasting. Even from one spritz you'll get amazing performance overall. If you spray more, you can't even blind buy it. Yeah, I am confident enough to recommend you this fragrance because it is one of the very best out there, and I'll be wearing it for the fall season. Oh my god, I just had a mini heart attack because I dropped a bottle of fantastic fragrance, but it's still full and didn't break, which is a miracle. But anyway, I'm a huge dropper, and let's move on to the next perfume. Since I've touched on that mysterious incense part in the previous fragrance, now let's talk about the new perfume from Matt Malik that I've just recently gotten from him, that is called Temple of Orris number 2. There is number 1, and these fragrances are dedicated to the note of frankincense and myrrh, which I need to be honest with you are not my favorites, just because I find them a bit challenging. I'm not that much into resinous perfumes, but Matt really knows how to blend fragrances to perfection. He has surprised me with so many fragrances before, and this one is not an exception. It's gorgeous. I've already worn it a couple of times to work, and I just love it from the opening till the dry down. So it has something, kinda fruity, but more like dry fruity in the opening, and then yeah, it's sort of balsamic, but it smells also orangey, powdery. The texture in here is fantastic. It smells really expensive, but not over the top, so it's still a wearable perfume. I just find such textural fragrances, especially if they are on the powdery side, are beautiful for the fall season, because you never know if it's going to be a warm day or maybe it will turn chilly. So yeah, this is just something very comfortable and also peaceful smelling. So that's awesome for the fall season. I find that it goes really well with the weather outside. But now let's talk about something brighter, bolder, also with those incensey and fruity tones like in previous fragrances. But Holy Rose from Room 1015 is a bit deeper and darker. So it opens with a note of black currant and black pepper, and they are extremely noticeable. You need to think about beautiful, almost jammy black currant that is sharpened by black pepper. So it's spicy, it's fruity, and then the rose in here is very bold, but it's dark, it's mysterious, it's even a bit dangerous. So there is something animalic going on in here, but it is so well blended that I find it's a very catchy fragrance you will be remembered by, and it has extreme performance. Even from one spritz, you will get great longevity. You will be smelling it for hours and hours, but if you spray a bit more, I promise that it's gonna be a room filler. So if you are into fragrances with big sillage, I highly recommend you this perfume that I've been a big fan of since the moment it was released. I even have a full review dedicated to this perfume, and Room 1015 has great fragrances that are inspired by music, and if you want to check them out, I have a discount to share with you. And I find that this is a beautiful fragrance that is romantic but also really catchy and different, and yeah, I love to wear it even to work sometimes just because it is easygoing, but at the same time it makes a bold statement, and I'm into fragrances that are very characterful. Plus, I would say that if you are a fan of such perfumes as Portrait of a Lady, or you know, some other fragrances in that style, but they are a bit too much for you, check out this one. I find that it is really unbeatable, extremely wearable, and I'm a big fan of it. So I find fall is the best time for it, especially if it's going to be raining or something like that. Oh, it's just perfect. But for summery fall days, I mean, like when it's going to be sunny but still maybe something not as hot and yeah, just overwhelming as it is sometimes in summer, for those days I'll be definitely reaching out for Immortal Potion by Santologia, the newer release that was I got introduced to Attic Songs, and I loved it there so much. So it was kind of like a beautiful summer perfume for me, but I think I will be getting more aware of it during the fall season, just because, you know, this is kind of like this soft, sensual and very powdery fragrance that once again has that gorgeous texture that hugs you. We have bold note of elaine in here. It's very solar mixed with jasmine, something indolic, very powdery, and then glowy vanillic amber. So beautiful and so sensual. Yeah, definitely suitable for sunny, you know, sunny fall days when you feel like it could be summer, but still you need something with thicker texture. That's how I can describe it. And something in that vein but slightly different is, oh my god, my beloved Orchid Rouge from SORADORA. You guys have already heard me talking about this fantastic perfume that is very delicious, because in here we have caramel mixed with almond milk, vanilla and rose. So it's boozy, it's sweet. Once again, great texture in here with powder, but also balsamic and slightly sweet notes, even a bit of orange, bergamot, benzoin, musk, and yeah, that nice ylang-ylang. So this is rather like an evening fragrance for me. It's very cozy, it's very sensual and sexy. It's not floral, it has more of that, yeah, just balsamic and delicious sweetness with beautiful powderiness that is a bit deeper, that is slightly heavy, but still it has quite this orchidy feeling, like as if it got blurred by something. And one of the noses behind it is Amélie Bourgeois, excuse my French, and I'm a big fan of her work, especially that she has done for Manita Rosa brand that I used to be obsessed with in the beginning of my YouTube career. So if you know, you know. But yeah, this is a great fragrance that I find is very nice if you are going to some really special place, maybe a restaurant, or you know, you really want to stand out but not in the vulgar manner. You want a fragrance that will smell really well and yeah, just super expensive. That's it. It's so beautiful, and you can get it with my discount just in case you're interested in it. But I really want to get my nose on SORADORA's newest release, and for now we are going to be moving on to most textural perfumes on today's list. These 3 or 4, yeah, they are extremely textural, one of which is Unspoken Musk from Francesca Bianchi, and her line is absolutely mind-blowing, and this is one of the most wearable fragrances from it that I find just screams fall, because it has very dry notes in it, such as Immortelle. It's kind of like almost herbaceous plant, and it smells slightly not medicinal, but like, yeah, there is this herbal effect. So it's very down to earth. Musk in here is animalic. You really need to appreciate darker type of, you know, oilier musk. We have civet in here, we have castoreum in here, so it touches on the leather a little bit, but iris with magnolia, kind of chilly, and yeah, powdery flowers. They really round all the edges that might come from animalic notes, and of course musk is big in here. And yeah, it's all about the dry texture in this perfume, and it smells a little bit dirty, I won't lie, but I'm into that vibe. And it is a little bit more vintagey, and if it's your thing, I think you will be obsessed with this perfume that just smells kind of human. It smells real, and you can get it with my discount just in case you're interested in Francesca Bianchi's perfumes. I mean, like, she's a rock star of niche and indie perfumery, and I have many reviews dedicated to her fragrances, and I'm always excited for her new launches. But with that being said, now let's talk about the easiest fragrance on today's list that probably I'll be wearing like as a base layer. So it's Santal Nuit from EPC, and they have such cool fragrances. I've just created like collection overview of their entire line, and there are so many awesome fragrances, and Santal Nuit is something that I think you can easily throw on as the first fragrance in the morning. And it smells clean, it smells of polished woods. Of course, it's about sandalwood, but we also have some other notes in here like frankincense and pink pepper, so it's very refreshing and mind-opening. That's why I think it's great to start your day with it. There is ambroxan in here, and I love ambroxan so much. I find it transforms perfumes. It makes them smell sexier, better. And it's not big in here, but it is in there, and probably that's why I'm so into it. There's also some iris and bergamot with juniper berries, so it's on the aromatic side. And once again, I'll be wearing it as a base layer. I did that last year, and yeah, it worked so well. So if you need a very modern type of almost molecule perfume, but a bit more, I really recommend you this one. You can get their fragrances with my discount, and all the links are gonna be down below, but I find that these two, Unspoken Musk and Santal Nuit, are just awesome for the fall season, for the early fall season when it's not that cold yet, and they are both very textural but still different, so they will add so much to one another. And yeah, I'll be wearing a ton of them, but I'll be also wearing, as we are going to be, you know, transitioning into chillier, cooler fall days, Tabacalor from Christian Dior. You guys, when I smelled this fragrance, I fell in love with it. I was blown away. I was like, what the heck is it? I really need this fragrance. It smells of tobacco, of chewy tobacco, of like smoky tobacco, but it is also sweet. We have note of plum in here that is with peach, and you guys know I've been obsessed with peach, and I'm kind of still into this note. But yeah, it smells like glowy amber, but yeah, with that smokiness, it's great. I know that Kilian launched something interesting in that style, and I'll be wearing it out because it's bold, it's big. You don't want to be wearing it to work, because yeah, it will offend everyone, so maybe not everyone's cup of tea. And I know that One Perfumes, this is basically a brand that dupes niche perfumes, has launched a Baccalaureate's dupe. I haven't gotten my nose on it yet, but I really want to place an order from them. And for now, I'll be wearing that dupe for my favorite, Bitter Peach. Yeah, peach is one of my favorite notes. It is amazing because of the texture. It smells summery, it smells juicy, it can be ripe, it can be green, it can be just the best. And Bitter Peach is awesome because it smells kind of like a new take on the fruituli genre. I'm thinking about Angel and I'm thinking about Coco Mademoiselle, but with the addition of overripe peach. And yeah, this is the original. I have this dupe from One Perfumes in case you can't afford Tom Ford, or you don't want to get it, or you want something that you can easily throw in your purse. This is where I keep it. So I'm on the go and I just want this, you know, sexy fragrance. Then I'll be reaching out for 0489. This is the dupe for Bitter Peach from them. But I have another dupe from another brand that is called Perfume Oil Expressions, that is Bresqua. And as you can probably tell, it's a roll-on format. So this is great for layering. This I use when I'm wearing other perfumes or when I'm at home. It actually smells almost better than Bitter Peach, because it has this amazing texture. Oh my god, how often did I say this word in this video? Please count and let me know. Probably way too much, but do you know what I mean when I'm talking about texture? Because perfumes can be powdery, can be dry, they can be wet, they can be almost moist, they can smell clean, scratchy. This smells like of very soft fruits. Think about peaches that are so soft to the touch. When you touch them, they will just spritz you with the juice. This is kind of how it smells, and I really like that you can smell Davana in there really very obviously, because it has this boozy effect with some herbaceous undertones. I find that it goes well with, you know, all the harvesting in the fall season. So that's my general list of fall favorites 2024 that I'll be wearing, but I want to film part 2, and if you have any requests, maybe some designer options or affordable ones, probably that's gonna be in the part 2, so stay tuned for it. If you have any questions left, then I would love to hear from you guys. Let's chat down below. If you're interested in some of these fragrances, you can get them with my discounts or throughout affiliate links that are gonna be in the description box, so make sure to check it out. And I would really appreciate if you could give this video a huge thumbs up. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it, and if you are new here, feel free to subscribe to my channel, follow me on my social media, and stay tuned to smell good. We'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.